Today I'm talking about how to finally hit your financial goals. And before we dive in, I want to shine a light on you guys. I want to shine a light on you, for all of you listening in, and ask you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write down your financial goal for 2021. Write down your financial goal for 2021. So go and grab that pen and paper if you haven't got one, and write down your financial goal for 2021. Hello guys, hello. We've got Kate, we've got Energized Wellbeing, Rachel, Beth, Leo, Margie. How you all doing? Perfect. Annie's here as well in the group. We've got Clem Yoga as well. Perfect. So write down your financial goal, guys. And you're all going to be in different camps. Like, some of you are going to know straight away what your financial goal is for 2021. Some of you may be looking at a blank piece of paper right now and just feeling kind of blank. You know, perhaps you have a number in mind, but you don't think that it's possible for you, or you don't think it's achievable this year, and so you're hesitating to write it down. And maybe this is the first time you've thought about this. You've thought about having a financial goal, and so you're writing down a number that feels safe. So whatever camp you're in is totally fine, but I want you to come up with a number right now. Okay, come up with a number, write it down, and then share it. Share it in the comments. Share your number in the comments. Are you so bold to share your number, your financial goal? How much money do you want to make in your business, in your yoga business this year in 2021? Good. Yes. Jenny's here. Serena's here. Juliet. Perfect. So Jenny is sharing her number there as well. Amazing. She says, I did the wish numbers at the start of the year, but so far I cannot see how it can happen. When my current income is around 30k, I want 80k and fewer in-person classes. Cool. Anyone in Instagram here want to share their number? Be bold, guys. This is a safe space. This is just us, guys. It's all good. Share your number. So you might find that you're kind of plucking a number out of thin air. And the thing is, you know, whereas that can be a good place to start, it's not as simple as just plucking a number out of thin air. You know, there's a bit more work that needs to go into, you know, really understanding how we get to that number and what it actually means for us in terms of, you know, the programs and the offerings that we're putting out there, and what we need to develop in our business, and what we need to launch, and how many times we need to launch. All of these things we need to be thinking about to actually get us to that number. So for example, you know, we might calculate, you know, how many classes we're going to run, the number of people that will be attending those classes, and the projected income from those classes. Also, how many workshops you're going to run throughout the year, and what price point those workshops are going to be, and the number of projected attendees. Like, how many people are you going to have come into those workshops? How many retreats will you host, and the projected income minus the costs? And how many times are you going to launch your online course, and what's the income that you're going to generate from that? So these are all things that we need to be thinking about. You know, so we need to have done some of this financial planning, right? Some financial planning, and really kind of understand what our goal actually means to us and how we're going to go about achieving it. Does that make sense, guys? So let's take a look at some of your numbers. Any of you guys in Instagram going to share your numbers with me? We've got 38k from Kate, 2k a month from Donna. So that'd be 24 a year. So what we got here, 35 from Serena. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Energized Wellbeing, 30k. Okay, and does anyone have a breakdown? Do you guys have a breakdown of how you're actually going to achieve that income? Have you thought about that? Or are we just plucking a number out of thin air right now? Tell me in the comments where you're at with that. And, you know, I'd really love to see, you know, if you've thought about where that revenue is coming from. Like, what are your income streams? What are your revenue streams? And the numbers attached to each of those things. And when I say income streams, I mean, you know, the income from your classes, from your monthly membership, from your workshop, your retreats, courses, live programs, and so on. So it's really important to, you know, remember that achieving your financial goals really relies on you building habits and actions into your daily routine. Okay, which means that, you know, you're doing what you can to stay on track with things. And so that's about following some frameworks. It's about having a process in your business, so that you can make, you know, success the default. You know, it's the default outcome is your success. And to enable you to really kind of effortlessly achieve your goals, we need to have processes, we need to have routines, we need to have daily habits that are going to help us towards reaching our goals. And so, you know, an income goal isn't just the only thing that we should look at in our business. Any other financial number that you think we should be thinking about, guys? Share with me. Anything else? So we should be thinking about our income goal. Yeah, our financial goal of how much money we're going to make from sales. What else should we be thinking about? What other number is important to us when we're looking at our financial planning? Outgoings, yeah. So sales minus outgoings, what do we get? We get profit, right? So we've got the sales, the income that we get from all of our offerings, and then we've got our expenses, and then we've got profit, okay? So when we talk about profit, that's what I mean. It's the revenue from sales minus expenses. So they could be things like staff costs, costs of venues, venue hire, ad spend, your pay, your salary, any systems or platforms that you're using, all of the things that cost money to run your business. Yeah, so minus those expenses, that's your profit. And the businesses that are more profitable are the businesses that have reduced costs, okay? The businesses that have reduced expenses. So any guesses as to what type of businesses would have less expenses? Any guesses, guys? What type of business will have less expenses? Digital, yes. Online businesses, okay? The type of business that has less expenses is an online business, okay? An online business. So if I compare Good Yoga Life, which is my other business, which is the business that I started 6 years ago, which offers classes and events in London and retreats abroad. That business has a lot of expenses, yeah? There's a team of teachers, there's venue hire, there's the marketing, there's the retreat villas, the cost of the villas, the food, travel expenses. So, you know, my profit potential or the profit margin is reduced. It's reduced. And, you know, when I look at my accounts, and I actually dug them out earlier to look at the number, but my accounts that I submitted last year for Good Yoga Life, which would have been sales from the previous year, the sales totaled £84,000, okay? So it's about $120,000. And I think in that year, in 2019, I'd done 9 retreats that year. Lots of classes, lots of events, a lot of stuff going on, right? I had a team of teachers working with me. So I had a team of teachers teaching events. I would bring teachers onto retreats with me, costs of chefs, all of these things, lots of expenses, venues, travel, and so on. It all adds up. And So there's a ceiling, isn't there, as to what you can earn in that type of business, in an in-person yoga business. And for me to make any more money in that business, or to make more profit in that business, if I was to continue to focus on in-person classes, events and retreats, I would have to do a lot more of those things. And of course, my time is not limitless, is it? My time is not limitless. I have a certain capacity and I was already stretched. So it becomes unsustainable. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? It becomes unsustainable. Whereas if you compare it to an online business, where everything is online and my expenses are now reduced, my expenses are restructured to my team, my salary, my systems and my marketing. And so, of course, there are expenses. There's always going to be business expenses. But the key thing to all of this is that the ceiling, my earning potential, is now lifted. In fact, we've blown the roof off. We can blow that roof off because that potential is limitless now, right? Because when you're online, the capacity in terms of the numbers of people who can actually attend your online classes and workshops and courses and so on, there's no cap. There's no cap to it. And so it's much more sustainable, isn't it? It's much more scalable. And yeah, rocket launch, exactly. And that's why that's our little emoji for the profitable yoga teacher, the rocket. And, when I made that switch, I had to make that switch, right, from in-person to online. And last year in 2020, and I'm not shy to speak about my numbers, guys, because I want to really inspire you to see what is possible. Last year in 2020, in my online business, I brought in 300K in sales. That's a 200% increase in sales revenue, right? A 200% increase. And it's allowed me to expand my team. It's given me more space, more flexibility. It's an awesome feeling. Of course, there's tons of work and it takes time. Successful businesses, they're not born overnight. Yeah, they're not born overnight. They take years of building your expertise and your knowledge, practice, failing, hard work, failing some more. So first we need to understand about how we can make our business more sustainable, right? We need to understand how can we do that so that it's scalable. And so that we are building our business in a way that allows us to reach more people and to lift that ceiling as to what's possible, to ensure that our growth is limitless. And I love that word, limitless, because it's true. Our growth is limitless. And of course, I had to make that transition online. Okay, a few years ago when I started Digital Yoga Academy in 2017, is it 2017? Yeah. 2017, 89, 2021. The years are flying. The years are flying like a rocket launcher. They're flying. But in 2017, I had to make that transition and I wasn't born with all the answers, guys. I wasn't born with all the answers as to how I was going to do that. Yes, I have 15 years of marketing experience, right? I've got that experience under my belt, which clearly stood me in good stead, when it came to building good yoga life and making that a successful and a profitable business. But I wouldn't have been able to bring in 300K into my business last year on my own. Okay? I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own. And so that's really the secret that I want to talk to you about today. And it's crucial and it's an essential part of, finally hitting your financial goals. And that's working with somebody, it's working with a mentor who has already walked that online path, someone who has already built a profitable online business and understands how that space works, so that you don't have to waste your time trying to figure it all out yourself and making mistakes that you don't really need to be making. And so, since I started Digital Yoga Academy, I've been working with coaches and mentors. And last year, my investment into working with coaches and mentors was the most I've ever invested. But last year was also my most profitable year. And so what it meant was that I was able to, level up. I was able to level up in terms of the experience of the coaches that I was working with. And that obviously came at a higher price. But that's okay, that's part of your business growth. It's part of your growth, because we're all in different phases in our business. We're all moving forward, but some of us might be at the beginning, some of us might be 5 years down the line, some of us might be 10 years down the line, and that's okay, right? We're all at different stages. Last year I was able to also join a mastermind, a 6-month mastermind for the very first time. I wouldn't have done that 4 years ago when I first started out. I've since joined another mastermind because I love the experience so much. So I've joined a year-long mastermind now. And I'm getting the support that I need. I'm surrounding myself by other business owners who are at the same level that I'm at in my business. 1 second, let's just check here. It says, is everything okay in the Facebook group, guys? Let me know. It says the video got interrupted. Hopefully I'm still coming through okay. Yeah, good. Good stuff. So, where was I? You need to focus on getting the support that you need at the level that you are in your business right now, at the stage that you're at in your business. And here's the thing, like the online space, the digital space is moving, isn't it? It's moving so fast. So like what's working today doesn't necessarily work in a month's time. And so you have to have your finger on the pulse. And I know that, the more I have my finger on the pulse and the more that I understand what strategies are working and which ones aren't working, the more knowledge that I have that I can share with you. And so sharing's caring, right? Sharing's caring. And if I wasn't investing in my own knowledge, like if I wasn't investing in understanding what's working in this crazy online space that we're in, like how am I going to be best placed to support you in building your online yoga business and support you in overcoming all of those challenges that come with being in this online space? I wouldn't be, would I? I wouldn't be placed for that. So, I know and I've experienced that the more I invest in the coaches that I'm working with, the more money I make in my business. And it really is true. It really, really is true. So, it's important to just take a look at what support you need right now, guys. And I'll share with you now, this might be triggering and we'll talk about it, but my income goal for 2020 is 1 million. That is my income goal for 2021, sorry. My income goal for 2021 is 1 million. And hearing that might trigger you. Share with me if it does. Share with me if that triggers you guys. And it's okay if it does, because a couple of years ago, if I was listening to the same thing, I would be feeling pretty triggered as well. And, you might be thinking, well, it's okay for you, you've got the experience, you've got a community, etc., etc. But all of that comes with work. It comes with hard work, it comes with strategy and goals. And they are things that are available to you. And you need to understand that. It's important that you understand that. As I said, I didn't have all of the answers when it came to what works and what doesn't work in the online space. And so, to catapult my success by working with people who do have the answers has been the secret to my success, has been the secret to making over 300,000 last year in my business. You know, it's been the secret to reaching my financial goals. And I've always believed in my success, and you should believe in your success too. I know what's possible, right? I know what's possible. I know what opportunities are out there online. I know, you know, the possibilities that are available to me, just as they are to you. But my success would have been a much slower journey. You know, it would have been slower, and I don't doubt that at all. And so going back to that, you know, 1 million financial goal, I know what it will take to reach that. Yeah, I know what programs. I've done my financial planning, right? I've worked it all out, my calculations. Yeah, I talked about that before. The calculations, working out what are your offerings, what are your projected numbers in terms of students coming in terms of the revenue that you want to generate. I know what it's going to take to reach that goal. Yeah, what programs I'm going to be launching, how much more I need to grow my community. I know what strategies I'm going to be using. Yeah, I've got a plan of action to get myself there. And so I'm not shy about sharing this number with you guys today. I'm really not shy about sharing it, and it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable to share it with you. And it once would have. But here's the thing, you know, the more money I make in my business, or the more profit, my business makes, the more I can grow my team. The more support there is for you guys, right? The more programs we can develop and launch, the more teachers we can reach around the world, the more we can help you to grow your business. Yeah, the more we can help you to grow your business. And what happens when you grow your business, when you get your message out there? What happens? You impact people's lives positively, right? You make a positive impact in people's lives. You help people with yoga. And so there's this direct impact in what we can do in the world. You know, the more money, the more profit we can make, the more impact we can make. Yeah, positive feedback loop. Love that, Kate. And, you know, and also the more we can give back, you know, with charities and, you know, actively supporting the causes and the things that we really believe in, we can give back. Like, we can really start to make an impact because our business is growing and we're making more money and we're making more profit. So it's not just about receiving, is it? It's about giving. Like, this is like an energy exchange. It's allowing us to do more. It's allowing us to make more impact. And seeing money in that way, seeing making money, and I know a lot of teachers have blocks with this, but seeing money in that way has really helped me to, you know, dissolve the resistance around making money that I've had in the past. You know, making money feels easier now because I see it in a different way to what I used to. You know, I used to see it as making money is hard. I've got to work really hard to make money. You know, I have to do this all on my own. I can't invest in a team. I have to do everything all on my own. Making money isn't easy. Yeah, do you guys resonate with that? Probably you do. You know, we all have these money blocks, don't we? We have these money blocks that are really deep rooted, like they're limiting beliefs, and they're usually formed in childhood. And, you know, so I really encourage you to discover what your blocks are and what you need to do to overcome them. What you need to do to overcome them. Discover what your money blocks are, guys, and what you need to do to overcome them. Because this stuff shouldn't feel like a struggle. It really shouldn't. Let's have a look. Yeah, positive money mindset, Cecilia, exactly. Positive mindset. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin says, just wanted to say, being in the Profitable Yoga Teacher Program, working with you, took me from dreaming about having an online course to actually creating, selling, and running an 8-week program. This dream seemed so big, and I think it's amazing to see all the growth that's happened over the last 6 months. Definitely wouldn't be where I am today in my business without the course and you. Thank you, Caitlin. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Good stuff. Okay, this is what I mean, guys. You know, just remember, you know, if we start comparing our journeys with other people's journeys, we get stuck. Like, don't do that. Just focus on your goals. Focus on you having a plan as to how you are going to make money. Don't worry about anybody else. But do know that it's limitless. Like, once we go online, it's limitless. You just need to invest in support so that you have the right knowledge and the skills and the tools and the mindset to allow this to happen. And thank you, babe. You know, having a plan as to how you're going to do this. Yeah, specifically removing the ceiling by taking your business online. Yeah, that is key. That's key. You have to do that. You know, it's really, really important. And also, if you're online already, it's not just about having a weekly schedule of Zoom classes, because if you are just focusing on having a weekly schedule of Zoom classes, all you're doing really is replicating the teacher who is teaching 15 or 20 classes in a yoga studio. And we know that that story leads to burnout, right? That story leads to burnout. So if you right now, you have taken your business online, if you're saying, well, Kelly, yeah, I've done that, I've taken my business online, but you've just got a schedule, a class schedule, you need to be looking beyond that now. What can I do? What's my next step to go beyond the Zoom class schedule and start creating more offerings, different offerings, higher value offerings, higher priced offerings, higher value offerings that are going to help me to lift that ceiling, right? So I'm not exchanging my time for money. So having a plan to do that is really, really key. And also, you know, when you see money as an energy exchange, like what we spoke about, you know, that's going to allow you to really create the impact. And when you get the right support, guys, when you get the right support and accountability to take your business online so that you can reach those goals faster, right? Faster. I think, you know, when we're in our business and we're like, you know, in our business day in, day out, we can get stuck, can't we? You know, it's easy to kind of not see the areas where we need to grow and just to hold ourselves back because of all the fears that come up when you're running your business, which is normal. It's so normal. And that's why, you know, when you're working with somebody or you're getting support, that helps you to move past those fears and to see things in different ways. That's what's really important. And I think, you know, last year when I worked with my coach, Jodie, I started working with her in April, and that was a high value investment. It was a lot of money that I invested into her, and straight away she gave me an idea which I jumped on. I implemented it straight away, and within 3 weeks I'd made the money back. And if you've never worked with a coach before, you know, maybe the high value that comes with that, or the high cost that comes with that, might kind of scare you. So, you know, if you're just starting out with getting support in your business, maybe that one-to-one support isn't necessarily right straight away, you know, and that's where group programs come in to play. You know, group programs can be a really good fit, a really great place to start. So exactly what Caitlin was saying there in the Facebook group, getting support was game-changing, she said. Yeah, exactly. Group coaching programs are a really good fit. You know, when you are just beginning on your journey with getting support in your business and working with a mentor or working with a coach, it's a really great place to start. And at the end of the day, like, you have to decide what's best for you in your business. But I believe that investing in a course to begin with that has an awesome community, and then maybe moving into, you know, one-to-one coaching, then maybe moving into a mastermind, that's a really good kind of step-by-step formula so that you can ensure that you are getting the support that you need at each stage of your business, okay? Because as you grow, the support that you need will change. So, you know, I know that as I grow in my business, I will work with higher and higher level coaches. That's just how it's going to be for me now, because I know how that support has been transformational in my business. You know, and I think like I said, I mentioned it briefly, but we have to stop comparing our journeys to each other's, right? You know, it's not about someone being better than you. It's solely in relation to the stage that you're at in your business. Okay, so right now, if you're wanting to, you know, grow an online business, and I hope you do, then you need to ask yourself some questions. Like, you need to ask yourself these questions. How can I get support to get my business online? How can I get the support to move from the Zoom classes to the higher priced products, higher priced offerings? How can I, you know, make sure that I'm getting the right support that I need right now, and that I'm equipped financially to do that, and that I'm thinking ahead, you know, thinking ahead as to what's coming up. Good, good. Nice work. Well done for staying with me this long, guys, and you guys here in the Facebook group. How is this sitting with you today? Tell me, share with me how this is landing today. How this is landing today for you. Let me know. Oh, we've got a question down here. Let's have a look. How is this landing today, guys? Share with me. Share with me, share with me. So another question to ask yourself is, how can I make sure that I am inside the Profitable Yoga Teacher the next time the doors open? Yeah, how can I make sure that my name is on that list and I'm inside that program? Good, good, good. What do I need to do right now to ensure that I have the financial means to make sure that I'm in the program, so that I have the support that I need to grow my community and to create and launch an online course? You know, my students are having huge transformations and success in their business right now. And that goes from, you know, feeling stuck and paralyzed to having clarity. Like, that is transformational for all of us, to get newfound clarity and to have a plan as to how you're going to move forward. Like, that in itself is success. But also financial successes as well. So Maria, who's one of my students from last year, you know, she made 7K on her first launch, and she's since gone on to launch it again and again with similar results. She's also last week secured a partnership with Yoga Alliance for her chair yoga course. And Caroline, she made 21K when she launched her yin yoga course. Claire made 6K when she launched her modern yogi course. And then Marilyn, who you may have seen an interview with Marilyn recently inside the Facebook group, but Marilyn, she was a student inside my program in 2018, so a couple of years back, or a few years back now. And last year she tripled her community and actually made 6 figures in her business. So all of these things are possible for you, like when you have the right strategies and when you've cultivated your mindset for success so that you can overcome the fears that hold you back, and so that you have accountability. You know, accountability is so important. And when you've got the right support from a coach and a group program and a community, you can make these things happen, guys. So important to really ensure that you have this support right now to take you to that next level. Does that make sense? Thank you, babes. I even have my school friends watching. Isn't that cool? She's like, brilliant. Love it. Okay, cool. So we need to really look at this, everybody. I hope this is landing. I really hope that what I'm sharing with you guys today is landing, because it is that important. And I'm speaking from the heart. You know, I've gone through this experience myself. You know, I'm year 4 now. I'm my 4th year into growing Digital Yoga Academy, and I tell you, hand on my heart, you know, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I hadn't actively looked for the right support to help me to move forward. It's really important. Like, you can't do all of this on your own, and you shouldn't expect that you can do it all on your own, but also you shouldn't want to do it all on your own. So today I'm sharing with you guys the wait list for the Profitable Yoga Teacher. Let me just pull it up. The wait list. You may have seen it already. If you are on my email list, I did email it out to you guys yesterday. So here we go. Here's the wait list. And for you guys watching on Instagram, you can go to the bio, go to my link. I don't know if I share it now or if you'll be able to. Let me hang one sec. I'm not sure if you can click from that. But you can go to the link in my bio. And the waitlist is just open this week. It's open until Sunday. And there's no obligation to join the program, okay? All you're going to do by joining the waitlist is lock in a $300 discount. You're going to lock in a $300 discount, and I'm going to open the doors early for people who are on the waitlist, okay? So if you're on the waitlist on the 12th, on Friday the 12th of March, you'll receive an email from me, and that will give you access to get in the program, right? You're going to be first in. The program actually starts on the 5th of April, and it's a 4-month-long program, group coaching program. And if you join on Friday, the 12th of March, everybody who joins and enrolls and pays on the 12th of March will have a chance to win one-to-one coaching with me throughout the length of the program. So throughout the 4 months, you'll get 4 months of one-to-one coaching with me, and that's only for people who sign up and either pay in full or pay by deposit, pay the first payment of the split pay on the 12th of March. I've talked so much today, my mind is brain freeze. Okay, so good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Nice work. Nice, yeah, lots of my students inside the Facebook group sharing. Amazing, well done guys, well done, well done. Yay, do it, it's great, thank you Megan. Okay, perfect. So, what have we learned today? We've learned that we need to invest in ourselves, right? We've learned that we need to invest in our knowledge if we want to move at a quicker rate in our business. It really is as simple as that. If we don't want to make the common mistakes, if we want to learn from someone who's walked the path before, we need to really be looking at the investment and support that we need to get us there, okay? And the Profitable Yoga Teacher, it starts on the 5th of April. I've been running this program since 2018. My students have had huge results in their businesses, and I want you to be the next person who gets these results, basically. So it's all about growing your community, creating an online course, and launching it profitably, okay? That's what it's all about. If you have any questions, guys, those of you watching me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'm here, I can chat with you. Also on Facebook, you know where I'm at, send a message. Okay, love you lots. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to be back online. I'll be on Instagram tomorrow at 9 a.m. UK time for a Q&A. So if you have any questions, hit up the stories. You can add your questions to one of the stories there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, sending you all lots of love. Bye. See you soon. Take care.